Break the kiss with a retch of self-control that nearly kills me. Hey, wait. Emi's eyes crinkle in confusion. Huh? Wait for what? We need to talk. Isn't that supposed to be my line? And never a good thing to say? She's got a point. It's usually the lead into a breakup, or the prelude to a fight. Maybe it can be a good thing this time. That's the hope anyway. Uh-huh. Can we at least get onto the bed? It's my first day back on these things, and I'm still readjusting. Plus, the nurse said I should try to be on them less often since running puts such strain on them. Can't argue with that. It's a trap. Admiral Akbar, where are you now? Where is your Admiral Akbar? That should be the fucking thumbnail. Ugh, it might be if I can remember. Oh, Oh, that was a huge burp. Jesus, I apologize. It kind of ruins the mood. But not quite, because I came up with a brilliant thumbnail. We both know it, and we both don't care. Then again, it's awfully hard to get angry while in bed with the object of your affections, so maybe there's that motivation too. I set Emmy's leg by the bedside and sit down next to her, throwing an arm around her shoulders. In silence, we both enjoy. Ugh, I don't know why I'm burping so much, Jesus. We just enjoy being able to be in this position again for a few minutes. Then, of course, I need to ruin it by opening my mouth. Look, I know that you've been having kind of a rough time of it lately. I want to help you out. I thought it was just exams getting to you, but now I come to your room and you've been crying, and that kills me. But I can't do anything if you won't talk to me about it. I told you I'm fine. No, you aren't. It is obvious. I'm sorry. Whatever. Obvious something's eating at you. You can tell me, you know. There's still a slight increase in tension in Emmy's voice. Why is my saying I'm fine not good enough? Because it's never enough for women. You're concerned, I get that. That's cool. But I'm fine. It's nothing you need to worry about. Not sleeping and spacing out more than Rin doesn't strike me as being fine. Ouch! It's kind of Rin, but it's kind of funny analogy. I just want to help. Uh-huh. Yeah, I don't like seeing you like this. I want you to be happy, you know? She's gonna get pissed. Oh, here comes pissed Emmy. I get the feeling that came out wrong because Emmy fixes me with an icy stare. I want you to be happy, you know? Oh. So you want to fix me, Hasao? Oh, you fucked up. You done goofed. She's definitely getting angry now. You done fucking goofed. Want to swoop in on your white charger and save the day? Stop the nightmares, the phantom limb pains? Ooh! Restore what's lost? Her voice catches in her throat and the tears start to flow. Well, you can't! Nobody can. Nobody will. I'm so stunned by her sudden verbal assault that I remain quiet. Neither of us says anything for a while. I'm surprised that Emmy tightens her grip on me rather than pushing me away. After a deep breath, she starts talking again. Look, I'm sorry. There's these nightmares about the accident. Ah, the accident. I should have known. Yeah, you should have, you dumbass. It took her legs, after all, but it never comes up, of course. And I usually deal with them fine because I can run. Running clears my head like nothing else. I don't have to worry about anything while I'm running. I just concentrate on breathing, the rhythm of things. It's easier that way. Life's easier that way. Just keep moving forwards, you know? Nothing else matters. Just getting around the next curve. And then it's the next curve and the next until I can't go anymore. Or think anymore. Or do anything but slow down and walk until I catch my breath again. After something like that, nothing else matters. But I've been stuck in that goddamn wheelchair for too long, so no outlet. Today has kind of boiled over a little. You could have talked to me about it, you know. You didn't have to go it alone. Emmy smiles sadly, like she's trying to explain to a child that all fire burns. Yeah, I did. And I do. But why? Why do you have to keep going through this alone? Why can't you just trust me enough to let me help you? That smile again. Emmy leans in and kisses me on the cheek, an almost motherly gesture. She leaves her mouth close to my ear as she confesses one thing to me. Because, Hisao, I've already had everything I knew ripped away from me once. I don't know what I'd do if it happened again. Oh, she loves you, bro. She pauses, uncertain as to whether or not she should continue. I can feel a violent churning in my gut. You love her. Tell her you love her. She continues. So I can't rely on you, or the nurse, or anyone else. Just me. That's how it's got to be. Having delivered this short speech, I had to catch my breath. Jesus. She looks down and covers her mouth with the back of her hand. The conversation is clearly over. I search for something to say, but can't think of anything. This better not be the bad ending. Maybe I should go for now. I've got stuff. You fucker! You love her! Amy doesn't even look up. She sounds tired or relieved. I can't tell which. Okay, Sal. She fucking opens up, and that's your excuse? No, you tell her you love her. She'll never lose you. I'll see you tomorrow. I guess it depends how long they've been dating, but come on, they've been having sex. Come on. I get off the bed and head for the door, pausing at the doorway. Hey, Emmy? Yeah? 1,000 things I want to say. I'm too mixed up to say any of them, though. After her admitting that she'll never let me close, I feel like my world's been ripped out from me. What happened in that accident? I know she lost her legs, but that's never seemed to bother her. What happened there? She lost her pops. What scares a girl so badly that she won't accept help, even from someone she loves? I don't know, but I want to know. I want to know so badly that being denied that answer feels like a knife in my gut. Hey, Sal? You were saying? I'm still standing in the doorway. Nothing. Never mind. You fucking dipshit! And I'm closing the door and walking down the hallway, down the stairs. Out the door, into the dark. Somehow I wandered back to my own room. My brains are doing a mile a minute, going nowhere fast. I can't figure out how to deal with this. I thought that moving forward was a good thing, dwelling less on the past, on a past that I can't change, living in the present and looking at the future. After this thing with Emmy, I'm not sure anymore. She was saying the truth. It's simpler to look at the next curve, ignoring the path gone by. No worry about the opponent left behind. I want to say that's not, but I guess, yeah, that works. Never mind. No care for the spectators on the sidelines. And unfortunately, no time to watch out for lagging teammates either. I throw myself down on the bed, looking at one corner of my ceiling as if the answers I want were written there. No such luck, of course. She's literally running away from something. But have I not been doing the same thing? Trying my best to forget about my hospitalization? I don't know why I'm suddenly, I have to catch up my breath. Jesus. I'm getting better, but my health isn't going to magically fix itself. Maybe I'm reading too fast. Emmy has 2 legs instead of a heart to deal with, but those aren't going to magically fix themselves either. Maybe this is just as fixed as both of us can get. The room becomes darker and darker until I can't really tell what I'm looking at a corner anymore. The morning comes too soon on the heels of a sleepless night. Is this how Emmy's been spending her nights? Staring at the wall or ceiling, trying to stop thinking about whatever it is? Her, in my case, that clenched feeling in my guts is still there. I can't rely on you. Words spoken so casually, almost like she were teasing me or chastising me for suggesting that the earth is flat. That's how it's got to be. The way it's got to be sucks. I'm feeling so miserable that I nearly decided to skip the run. That would be stupid, though. It's not something I should It's not something I should do just to see her. Sure, that was the original reason, but it's something more now. I've started to enjoy the running itself. There are worse ways to get the blood flowing, anyway. Never thought I'd say it after the first week or so, but I feel a lot better after a run. Like, no matter what else I do today, I've at least done that one thing. It wakes me up, too, and Emmy herself said that running always clears her mind. Maybe it'll help clear mine. I hope so. The morning is cool and clear, if a bit humid. Summer's making itself known, it seems. Emmy's already stretching out when I arrive and greets me with a smile and a wave. Oh, I thought you wouldn't show. Hey, Sal. The sight of her so chipper is like a kick in the nuts. How can she be so happy after yesterday? I give a half wave and am surprised to receive a hug. Hey, about last night. Here it comes. I wanted to say thanks. Yeah, I actually managed to get some sleep for the first time in a while, and I think it's because of our talk. So thanks. How could she sleep better after our chat? She basically told me that she wouldn't get any closer to me, and that let her sleep well. Excuse me, but what the hell? Emmy either didn't notice my befuddlement or chooses not to notice. No telling with her anymore. Oh, no problem. Glad it helped. The venom that threat. You should be happy she slept. I think me and Hisao are, like, somewhat two different people. Jesus. The venom that threatens to drip into my voice is controlled for now. But I think I'd better start running now before I do anything stupid. Emmy seems equally willing to get started, and before long we're darting around the track. I can tell she feels more relaxed. Her running has gone back to the more graceful movements I remember from when I first watched her. It's a stark contrast to the almost brutal way she's been hurling herself around the track these past few days. Our talk really does seem to have helped her. A pity it couldn't help me. I get into the rhythm of the running, thinking back to when I couldn't afford thinking about anything else but keeping my breath steady and legs moving. Guess those days are gone. At least for the first couple laps. Whoops. I get through the running and thinking back to when I couldn't afford thinking about anything else but keeping my... Oh. These first couple laps. Annoyed at the lack of success I am having with clearing my head, I increased the pace. There's the burning sensation in my legs. The breaths come raggedy in my chest, the pounding of my heart, which I still need to be careful about. But it does seem to have gotten stronger. I can feel it pumping blood through my veins. God damn, I'm thirsty. Okay. The sound thrums in my ears. I've never really heard that. Thrums. I like it. But instead of being panicked as I was that day in the snow, I'm instead filled with elation. Yes, it's working. My heart, that fatal flaw that landed me here, has improved. I'm able to keep going now. Maybe one day I'll be able to stop worrying as much. Right now, it doesn't matter that I have no idea what to do about Emmy and I. All that matters is that my arms and legs continue to pump in concert with one another. Nothing else. As I hit the final stretch, I remind myself that running really does help, though not as much as I'd hope. I do feel better, and as I walk a few laps to cool down, I begin to remembering last night in a slightly less emotional manner. Emmy wants me to stay distant from her. I can't bring myself to do so. There's going to be a way around this, some kind of middle ground I can reach. Not sure what that middle ground is, though. Damn, I was almost feeling optimistic. Nice run, Hisao. You've really improved. Nice run. That's all I can hope for now, isn't it? Congratulations, Hisao. You're pathetic. I gotta change my attitude. Well, you know, I am pretty awesome, and yet I just keep saying things I don't mean. Any second now, I'll be as good at hiding my problems as Emmy is. I like to think so. Why does she do this to me? Say something like this with such real affection in her voice that it makes my heart leap. She doesn't mean it. She can't. I mean, by doing a worse job than I thought, because Emmy peers closely at me. This music is the music of death. It is the music of desperation and death and agony and pain. This should be played at, like, funerals. Not saying I don't like it, just this seems to be what it embodies. Hey, you feeling okay? Maybe we should get to the nurse, huh? Yeah, I'd hate to keel over on you. Emmy looks a little shocked at my bitter tone. Don't say things like that. You've already done it once before, you know. Why does she act so affectionate? She doesn't really care. I thought she made that clear. Despite all that, I find myself apologizing, even though I shouldn't have to. Even though she's probably just putting on an act. Sorry, heh. Come on, let's see the nurse. I can't get myself to calm down the whole time. Every time it feels like I've gotten over what happened last night, Emmy does something or says something that shows affection, and I'm back to the beginning. The image of her ending that conversation haunts me. It was like the final twist of the knife that left me feeling bereft of any hope that Emmy and I could be more than what we are. And what are we at this point? Little more than friends who happen to fuck? Oh, well, he brought it out. And really, it's not like I don't enjoy the time I spend with her. Said so the other day myself. I very nearly didn't even bring anything up with her. Was just going to hop on in there and let it ride, wasn't I? Well, let her ride. With this running through my head, I find myself in front of the nurse's office, still brooding as he checks out Emmy. Emmy comes bouncing out of the door, gives me a kiss, and darts off to shower, I assume. Meanwhile, the nurse beckons me into his office to give me the ritual once over. Any problems today? Nah, I even pushed it a little harder today than I have in the past, and I seemed able to handle it. That's uncharacteristically risky coming from you, Hisao. You've been hanging out with Emmy too much. She's rubbed off on you, and not necessarily in a good way. As I mention Emmy's name, I can't help but frown unhappy in spite of my efforts at control. Well now, this is new, don't you think? Last I checked, your usual response to Emmy's name was a grin, not a frown. What exactly happened between you two? Because Emmy doesn't seem to be on it, whatever it is. She looked more relaxed than I've seen her in weeks, which is unusual for this time of the year. What do you mean by that? By what? For this time of year. I keep trying to figure out what's been bothering her, but she clams up as soon as I broach the subject. Then, last night, she said, let me guess, she won't tell you because she says she can't trust you? And now you're crushed because you thought that the two of you were so much more than she seems to think, right? More or less. How the heck did you know? Hisao, I'm the nurse. It's my job to know these things. Plus, I've known Emmy for long enough to know that she'd try to do something like this. It's just like her. He says this sort of half-affectionate, half-frustrated tone that would seem more appropriate if he had a cigarette dangling from his lips. As it is, he's willing to make do with a pen. I open my mouth for a smile, but knockings on the door interrupts me. Hey, you guys still in there? Just a moment, Emmy. Give us a second to get our pants back on. The door bursts open and Emmy glares knives at the nurse. Asshole. Didn't mean to get your hopes up. Hey, can we leave me out of this? Anyway, what's up, Emmy? Forget something? I try to take a more cheerful tone with her. No need to upset her. Two can play the everything's fine game. Actually, I forgot to ask you something. Oh, what's that? Do you want to come with me on a trip to my house? My mom's making dinner, and I thought you might want to join us. Well, of course I accept. Emmy punches the nurse in the arm playfully. Not you, idiot. You were over last week. I was talking to Hisao. Oh, how interesting, meeting the parent. I'd love to go, Emmy, thanks. The nurse raises an eyebrow but says nothing. Great, I'll be in my room, swing by after your shower and change into something clean, and we'll grab the bus. Sounds good, I'll see you in a bit. I'm guessing it's Sunday. This time, it's me who leans in for a quick kiss before darting off to my room. What an interesting development. Maybe we're getting closer after all. Maybe Emmy's finally ready to open up a little. Or maybe she's just being polite and a free meal seems like a good way to apologize for last night. Great, now I can't decide whether to be excited, nervous, or depressed. I settle for a combination of all three and hop in the shower. Katawa Shoujo. My whole body is saying, quit, Nair. You have time. You know, I'm just... Oh, I like this. This reflection, this deep... This is me, pretty much. I love looking out the window if a vehicle's moving. It's just scenery. Usually with music, I just zone out. And it's my universe. I just have scheduled a part where, in my mind, routine to pay attention is, when I get to the bus stop, when I get to a place I sometimes have to transfer to a different bus, to the school, bus stop when I'm getting home, and my apartment complex when I get home, so, and that's pretty much what snaps me out of it, really. I have some other stuff. Anyways, I don't think I like riding on buses. I really don't care. Actually, I think I'm pretty comfortable saying that it's as a fact. As a fact. Anyways, what my mind is saying is, you could quit now. It just started. And the other one's like, the plot's too good now. They sway a lot, and they smell funny. And you can feel every bump in the road. Yeah, well, just be thankful it's been a couple weeks since you and Emmy tried anal. I'm really not looking forward to this. Plus, Emmy's legs keep making a clanking noise that draws the attention of everyone else on the bus. She's in shorts again, and she's got long socks drawn up to her prosthetics so they don't look so obviously false again. Oh, that would explain why the stockings didn't look weird, because what we usually see are the blades, as they refer to them when she runs. But that doesn't stop the odd look or two every time her legs bump together with an audible clunk. I shift nervously in my sleep, and then he raises an eyebrow questionably. She doesn't seem to mind the stares. Either that or she doesn't even notice that people are staring. I need more water. God damn it. I'll be right